2025. Hisense wants to take a moment to say a big thank you to our valued customers for your continued trust and support. You've been at the heart of everything we do, and we are truly, truly grateful. This year, we look forward to serving you even better with more exciting products, services, and experiences. Cheers to your year of happiness, success, and endless possibilities for us. Or Hisense's Afisha Pao. Call us on 0302550000. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people. And and also, if you're looking for the best goat store in town to buy the freshest meat, poultry, and seafood on affordable price, make sure to visit us at MGM Estate Limited. We have the freshest beef, most tender whole chicken. We have drumstick, we have tilapia, and we also do delivery in Ho and Ace Township as well. Feel free, call us if you need meat or fish on 055-451-9785. Freshness guaranteed, quality is assured. Experience the difference. Now, let me give you some job. All right, if you've been looking for job, here's an opportunity for you to get employed. African Hill Hotel and Resort is saying that bring your application, bring your CV. We are looking for workers who are hotel supervisors, front desk officers, account clerk, massage therapists, facial and pedicure experts. And also, not only that, we're also looking for people who are pastry chef. You must be able to be good in doing shawarma and pizza very well. For that one, you have 100%. Grill masters, smoothie and juice expert, kitchen supervisor. All right. So if you are interested, drop your CV through the mail ekamechi1225@gmail.com, or you call 020-888-7621 and 026-173-2763. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Global Morning Show. We'll go for the newspaper headlines. Our boy here, he's not a don't pray.
No, man, I'm don't pray.
Yeah, don't pray. Yeah, don't pray.
Yes.
Then you might be.
And yes, I'm not. I know.
Yeah, no, I know.
But I am don't pray.
I don't pray.
Yeah.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank
Frank.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Todia.
Yo. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you. Go. If you're
But who may thank you. So, my cock, but do it, Jim. My cock, I ain't back.
I blow Mr. Chairman of it. We cannot continue.
And you matter, even though I'm Frank in my cock, I told bro. And I'm not, excuse me, nobody will use the word silly on me. Yeah.
I don't know, but who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I am silly.
I'm
silly boy.
Perry.
Sir.
Yum. Whistle.
Eu mas olha não.
Todia.
O odo.
O phone you that.
Bom ali a me chama foi.
Some phone.
You.
So all day.
Cho nyama bia be soro odi.
I got teach you how to count.
Okay, yes, let's ask. Bimbi Perry. Strong alo strong de.
Nya ganye kwa me chama foi.
True. Aula, bojide. Ekpo vetting pro yan na lo.
Ah, okay.
No bia nya ko na don we.
Ghana me folk blooded you.
Ah, okay.
Over strong de.
Okay, o fo.
E ba o fo e.
Alo di maza apanyo marketing strategy now. Young man.
I am suggesting to you.
I'll put it to you. That,
They say opinions are like noses.
Jesus.
people will come again.
Yeah.
Today's Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
And finally, by tomorrow,
Red Friday.
by
Not
tomorrow,
only Friday, Red
we'll enter,
Friday.
by tomorrow, we'll enter Valentine's season.
Okay.
And that's when Frank will be in trouble because the girlfriends are so much.
No,
and,
I just thank God KFC is no guy in town. So
But pizza man is in town.
you cannot run away.
by that time they will go.
Master,
Who said?
They will go.
Master, they are now
In
coming
fact,
to
I call them relationship brokers.
they are bringing us contracts. We are coming to do major contracts.
Ah,
they are not
okay.
going anytime soon.
For me, I'm
have
also
come-
doing my bidding.
They have come to stay.
They don't. I
can't
don't want them
hide.
to break my relationship.
You have to buy the pizza man,
Home brokers.
chicken man. Yeah, so this Valentine, make sure that you express love. And those people, we are stick with love. Open yourself. And
About love in
accept.
general doesn't mean that you show love to your girlfriend. Your mommy did there.
Thank you.
People they will go fish your love. No be say
Yes,
your
man.
girlfriend or your whatever. Never on young kuku kabai.
Okay.
we know what to dwell in this right now. Let's leave it. Let's end it there. All right, so let's get to the newspaper. And I'm sure that today the newspaper will be full of the chaos that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, not really. Not
Maybe
really.
not
really.
so much.
No, you see.
But I don't think we should
The,
be
the
projecting
papers, you see, as at the time this thing is happening, they are done with their editorials, all their editorials. I'm sure they are even running the paper then, as in
They
printing.
were printing it.
So then most of them didn't capture it, but the Republic Press managed to get it. So they say MPs lose schools again as chaos erupt over vetting. So that's how they captured it. So again, they say Mahama declares war on Galamsey, ordered immediate arrest and prosecution of miners in the forest. Then one story here, they say Mahama faces pressure to deliver men's gold relief. 3 charged with defrauding hotel owner over Stone Boy event booking.
Can you say that again?
Then say 3 charged
Yeah.
with defrauding hotel owner over Stone Boy's event booking. Yeah, so I don't know.
Interesting headline.
Yes, at least they should deal with it. I mean, when it's offensive or offense,
Yeah.
they should hold them responsible.
Okay.
Then Professor Jampo Ransford Jampo appointed, as I gave a hint yesterday, is now captured by paper, appointed as CEO of Ghana Shippers Authority.
You see that appointment that I'm going to see how Jampo is going to still force is the PR for Utah again. How if there's going to be an issue of demonstration, how is he going to raise his voice? He's a government appointee. So now
And
maybe
so,
you feel gagged a bit.
you
You
see,
cannot
the
talk too
most
much.
simplest thing government can do to get you keep mute is to give you an appointment
Yeah.
so that you can keep quiet. If you are the one who is fond of organizing demonstration, polluting workers' mind, then they give you an opposition. Go
Calm you down.
go and be there so that you understand the issues better, so that you will not be shouting at the back. You will not be adding bass. Then the Daily Graphic says Constitution must inspire trust. Constitution must inspire trust. That is the president. Then AG abandoned appeal against Atoforcing. Ghana will be Africa's AI hub in 4 years. I wonder which magic Sam George is going to do to turn Ghana the AI hub in the whole of Africa.
Oh, that'll be a great initiative. And our AI is taking over everything.
Yes. Then let's move to the Chronicle. SIM cards to be re-registered again.
Another one.
Yes. SIM card. And yesterday we heard him. He said the registration, this time around, nobody is going to queue again. We are not going to the offices of the telcos and go and queue. Abandon our man-hour, our businesses, our productive time to go and queue. Tonya queue where did you have a bribe na? But if you have a chungonye. And there's nothing like that again. So we are going to go through the thing.
Okay. All right. Before then, before I let you come in, Perry, before you come in, there's a release here which is from the Volta Regional Minister about the Volta Regional Minister. It's a Volta Regional Minister assumes office duties on Monday, 3rd February 2025. So it's quite a long one anyway, but let me just give you some paragraphs here. The Volta region is set to welcome the new regional minister, Honorable James Gunu, into office on Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Honorable Gunu's appointment is being hailed as a significant moment for the region, marking the culmination of a settler political career built from grassroots involvement and dedicated services. His journey to the prestigious position is a testament to his commitment and leadership within the community. So the minister's first day in office will be a busy one, commencing with a crucial meeting with the staff of the coordinating council. The initial meeting will provide an opportunity for Honorable Gunu to connect with the team and discuss key priorities and challenges facing the region. It will also allow the staff to brief the minister on ongoing projects and initiatives. So the collaboration spirit of the meeting will be vital in setting the stage for effective governance and progress under Honorable Gunu James' leadership. So following the meeting at the Coordinating Council, Honorable Minister will embark on a tour of the Ghana Water Company Limited workshop at Kweve. That will be his first stop. We understand, according to this press release, the visit underscores the minister's commitment to understanding the operations reality on the ground. The tour will also provide him with first-hand insight into the daily operation of the station, allowing him to assess the efficiency and identify the existing challenges. I'm sure that's about the Ghana Water Company Limited. So the proactive approach demonstrates Honorable James Gunu's dedication to addressing critical infrastructure issues and ensuring access to essential services for the people of the Volta region. So the people of the Volta region eagerly anticipate the leadership and vision of Honorable James Gunu and will bring to the new role. So his deep understanding of the region's needs, coupled with his extensive experience in public office, position him well to address the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead. The last paragraph says the coming weeks and months will be crucial in the shaping the future of the Volta region under his guidance, and we encourage all stakeholders to lend support as he embark on this important chapter of positioning the Volta region on a national and a global market. Issued by Delali Bright Kugbeajo, special aid to the minister, that's the Honorable Regional Minister. So that's it. So Monday we'll have him fully in office, and I think we are still working on to still talk with him if it's possible today to congratulate him first forward. He spoke about Water Company Limited, the first place you tackle. I think if he hasn't done that, it will not be a good deal for him, because it's a major issue for Volta region, in fact, whole here, and water is a big problem. Never going there.
Going to we
should solve that thing.
Is it going to add solution? We all know the problem.
You should solve it.
No. Wait. I am answering a question. Regional minister, newly appointed. It's good he taught a place. It's good he taught places. But my question is, he going there, will he solve the problem?
He can solve the problem.
How?
You go there and find out what is wrong. Sit together with the stakeholders. Let's plan. For him to even identify that as his first stop,
I have my opinion anyway. I have my opinion anyway
for that.
But the first to remain is the first to remain is the problem has been there long ago before he even went for vetting. Even the problem has been there before he has been appointed. The problem has been there before he went for vetting.
That doesn't mean that he can solve it.
I'm not saying he will not solve it, but
we all know what solution
we all know. We all know what should be done. It's about finances. Just approve it. Just give out orders. Then that thing will be solved. But going there to burn fuel, carry people.
You see that as burning fuel.
But is he not going there? Is he going to?
Is it not part of
is he
his
going to work?
responsibility? His responsibility. His performance is responsibility.
But I
For the
bet.
people of-
But I bet to differ. Seriously, as I said, I have my opinion.
You think it's waste of time?
Yes.
Really?
Especially that he just came back from Accra yesterday night. He's supposed to rest, resume office, put things in place, and get the office running.
He doesn't have time. There's a lot already happening. If he needs to go and have 100.
That's why I said I have my opinion anyway. But
that's your opinion.
seriously, this is what I think should be done. It all boils down to money. It is the finances people want to get a place working. So going there to sit in. We were here the last time PURC their director went there with the whole media houses. We know we already, the public know exactly what is happening down there. We know what, even though we were not there, we know what is happening.
But it's affecting us.
And so going there, what change will it? Mr. Gunu is not an engineer. He's a trained journalist.
But it's going to be the engineers there.
So when you
don't need to be an engineer.
So when you
to
get
solve-
there, he
to
has
solve
been
all that
brief.
problem.
Oh, honorable, he said, "Okay, Gbelenke, listen to his part."
He needs briefing.
Oh, nyajo ko eno do.
Eh, kuro ya jo na ba dodo,
What
I will
about the
blame him
what about
for-
the official
Uh-huh.
what about the official report you request from the sector, from the institution?
You want
Give
to have
me
first-hand
report.
view. First-hand
See,
view.
Like,
Well, that's
Mr.
as I said, I have my opinion. Anyway.
That's your opinion, and I think I disagree with your opinion.
like you said, they say
Yeah.
opinions are like noisy. Yeah, so
Yeah.
look, it is first day at work or imposed as a regional minister. So I think maybe he felt like, okay, he has to go there to see what is happening for himself. But then I think he needs clarification from the leaders of the Ghana Water Company, the engineers or people
The
who are in
fact is,
charge
what
of the.
value is
Because
going to
it
add
seems-
to the whole
He's
thing
the
there?
regional minister, Frank.
But what value is it going to add to it?
He's going to solve
This we
problems.
are talking about maintenance here. This is a
it's
work for the
also about-
engineers. So after it is done, oh, you can go. It's okay. Yes, everything has been fixed. Are you sure this is fixed? Yes, blah blah blah. But going there after it is done, then you go again. I am talking about
How many times
resources.
He has just gone. He's just saying he will go there. He has not
He
said he
didn't
has
let
been
me
there.
learn, but
He has not said he
yeah.
has been there.
So it seems
Yeah.
every day or day by day, it seems it's the same problem that's been that's happened over at the Kpeve water pumps there. Because look, the last time they said the pumps, but then what I know is that there were 3 pumps there, but then the first one got spots, they left it there. The second one also got spots, it's still there. So the third one that we are using, that is what that spots recently. So is that there is no water flowing in the taps as we speak now in towns like Beve, in a whole itself, the whole
And Frank,
township.
Frank is also having issues with the water issues.
Yeah,
I
because
have
water,
water issues.
I have
water is
issues.
an
And you
essential.
have, and I have a regional minister who is concerned about that.
I am see.
He's just going to see for
water,
himself.
those are-
He's not
no,
going to do
water.
any technical.
Wait,
or-
wait. Let
They are
me-
making
let
it
me-
look like him going there is a waste of time,
exactly.
which is not it. At
So,
all.
so my question is.
I mean, you should rather be happy that your regional minister is
no.
showing
So,
consent.
so
to-
my question, what I'm trying to ask is the explanation I'm seeking is: regional minister, as a trained journalist, as a regional minister of the region, he going there physically, does he repair the pumps? No. What the sector needs is money. They need finances to get a place running, to get things fixed. Oh, you can be here with just a phone call, the place can be fixed. Just a phone call to put pressure on the workers to speed up work, to get a thing fixed. You going there physically doesn't add any value to the pumps, whatever.
But then
I
don't
beg-
you
I
see
beg
it
to
in
differ
this
from
way that
he truly will make a change
what change?
because you have the authority
Over the
himself.
years, the same mistake.
coming to see
water.
mistake itself.
Let's learn from the past. Over the years, this same thing has been happening. You see something is happening. You see regional minister, MC, they rush to their place and come back and sit in their office.
That is
the
bad.
problem still persists.
If he goes there and sits
So
down, that is where we criticize him.
why don't we learn from the past mistake and get things right properly? Let's do the right thing.
What about him
let's
also?
stop doing things the same way over the years. Let's be honest to ourselves. Let's be honest to ourselves. water you get we get up me feel hela do rekpeve your brief we for take we torojo what the value does it add to the place?
Because I don't have the power to solve that problem. That you
So
go back,
and,
me go
okay, so
sightsee, go
regional
back.
minister going there physically, which power does it add?
Is
And I'm telling you, the power they need is finances, money. That's what I am telling you.
Maybe there might be something more than that.
What
You
again?
go there and then find out that no, let's add more money rather.
But
Yeah, so
what?
can do-
So what about the official report they give you?
So when you say you are charging 10,000 or 100,000 for that project, and I go there and I say no, we need more than that.
Okay, so when
Let's
you
add
get
this
okay,
to this.
you get there and you
But-
realize that the 10,000 they have even assuming they charge 10,000, the 10,000 they mentioned for the supposed project could even be less.
so
would
you-
you,
so-
would you say
so-
they should cut it down?
So that is where you're going to solve that problem.
You see, so no. You see, I said this is the way we have been doing things in the past. Rushing down there. So we were here the last time. There is flood in Southtown. The president rushed there and see comment and let me see whether I can help. I can do something to help. Does he help? No.
And so we blame that as a failure on his part.
So what would be the what?
So let's allow him to go, and if he has not done anything about it, then we say
we are
he's
talking
a
about
failure.
taxpayers' money here. We are talking about taxpayers' money here. Let's do things right. Seriously, let's do things right. At least let's move away from some of these things.
Anyway, we hope that he goes there and solve a problem. And if he goes and he does not solve that problem, that is where we would agree to Frank's opinion, which we say he has gnosis. Opinions are like gnosis.
Yeah.
But if he has not, he have gone there and we still see a solution, that will praise God for that.
Maybe he thought it twice
we
that.
need rapid response to this.
Yeah, but
And so
then-
for him going there shows that
Visiting there is not a rapid
he
response.
shows that he's concerned to the
the,
people
the,
of Volta
truth,
region.
the truth of the whole issue. How long this? Okay, how long this?
By that time, he doesn't have any power to change anything or to do anything.
Fine,
Now he has the power.
I agree with
He
you.
has been approved.
So the question: he being there physically, would he repair the pump
It
instantly?
It will.
But then notice
It's
it in this
possible.
way that it is first day at work and he knows the major issue at hand, as in him resuming office in his first day is the water crisis we are facing here in Wo. So maybe
I know
he
Frank
thought
is
it
just,
wise.
Frank is just playing the devil's advocate here.
Nah,
He doesn't mean
that's
it.
his opinion. You can't do away with that. That's his opinion. So yeah, maybe he thought it was okay. Why don't I go there and see for myself physically? Then you ask about what is the main issue or what's the main cause of this. And if it is funding, you will be able to fund, or you try and lobby. If there is anything he can do, then he will do that. But then aside him going there is no any importance of him adding or value adding to the place going for a sightseeing though. Yeah.
So you said with what Frank said?
In a way, yeah, 50-50. So you see, I did my own balanced way. Yeah. So on City Newsroom, I will not disappoint Ghanaians as Sports Minister Kofi Adams. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Kofi Adams, has assured Ghanaians of his commitment to delivering results in his new role, pledging not to disappoint the nation or President John Dramani Mahama. Speaking on his appointment during his vetting with Parliament's committee yesterday, Mr. Adams acknowledged mixed reactions from the public, but expressed confidence in his ability to serve effectively. So he said it is the case that some say so, but then the majority are also happy that I have been nominated. I will not disappoint Ghanaians, and I will not disappoint His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I will deliver, and I won't also disappoint myself, he stated yesterday there. So that's it about the sports minister designate, Kofi Adams.
Yeah, let me take you to myjoyonline.com. Vetting chaos forced venue change as tables microphones destroyed. A chaotic scene that erupted during the appointment committee vetting section on Thursday evening has forced a change in venue as table and microphones were destroyed. Majority Leader Mahama Yariga addressing the disorder made a passionate plead for calm while announcing a change in venue for the continuation of the process. Quote, Ghana has one of the most beautiful and functioning democracies. The Ghanaian parliament remains the envy of many parliaments, unquote, he said. Emphasizing the country's democratic reputation, he urged all parties to exercise restraint, warning that the event unfolding could tarnish Ghana's global image.
All right.
And he continued by saying, we've had an election that was so beautiful. The losing side conceded, and the whole world saw it. Let us not destroy the enviable image we have carved for ourselves. That is the story continues, blah, blah, blah. That is the majority, Mahama Yariga saying.
All right.
And I overheard him yesterday also saying that, yes, the where we are going right now is not big enough, it's not special, so please cut down your invitees. And that's also my call, that the people they parade around to that as what, to give
A
them
backbones.
motivation, to give them support. What value? I will ask again, what value are
It's
they
just to
adding?
know that your people are behind you.
Okay.
And they have endorsed
So
you.
does that mean that
Mm-hmm.
does that mean that the vetting will not last the 4 or 5 hours that we are seeing, we are experiencing? Does that mean some of the questions that are supposed to be asked will not ask the question?
No.
For example, some judges seated there yesterday when the mother and the father, the wife, the chiefs are sitting there before Maki is asking the hard questions. He could not spare the people. Even at the point he, some judge, have to plead with the leadership that he wants to, his chiefs came since morning, 7 a.m. till that time. So he wants to plead with them, and they allow him to do the local language pleading with them, which is something I will not buy into every day. That call the people the everywhere. Even even before that, we even heard
for moral support.
what moral support?
Moral
What
support.
does it change something that you are going to say?
No, it makes you feel that your people are behind you. In
What-
fact, in answering questions, you see your people there, and then you also have some encouragement. You have your wife
But
there. You have
yesterday-
your wife seated with you. It's a sort of encouragement. Your
Water,
your
water,
chiefs
water.
and co.
See,
Hailing
I've
you
been
and all
saying we are growing. Ghana, we have gone through elections, this kind of vetting, we have gone through it how many times? We need to move away from some of the old way of doing things. I will say it every day. Let's move away from. Look at what happened yesterday when Honorable Kujeto Blackwell cannot be vetted, and his supporters have to find a way. So he's going to bear costs.
Yes.
By giving them accommodation,
Wow.
giving them food, feed them this morning as well.
They have to come back today too.
Yes, you see all those things. Gamade ma wandewa.
I mean, you are right with that one.
So that is my point. That's my point every day. And even that, you see, I will go again for Honorable Ahiafo, the chairman of the committee. It looks as if he's not walking the talk.
Are you sure? I
Yes.
thought it's one of the hardest.
No. If he's strong enough, what happened yesterday will not happen.
I'm surprised that happened under his watch. Anyway,
Yes.
because of the way he was giving directions. I
Yeah.
thought
Oh,
it
the
was-
direction is just
I
he's
thought it
just
was-
saying it. He's not supervising. He's not making sure that compliance is taking place.
I think that Avenue Makin is the one giving him trouble. Aside that, the
So
rest-
you are the
the
chairman
rest-
of the committee, the majority person as well. You need to stand on that and give orders.
You see,
Stand
maybe-
by them.
you see, when you do that, you also feel that he's bullying him.
That is all supposed to be. Parliament is
Yeah.
about intimidation.
So maybe he's
If
trying
you
to
don't
prevent-
know,
he's
if
trying
you
to
don't
prevent
know,
that.
if you don't know, I'm telling you, Parliament House is about intimidation. That is the headline in Parliament. Go there as a minority person and see how they'll bully you around.
But that's not the intention that you should go and bully somebody in parliament.
Look,
It's no intention, but it's happening. Those are the realities. So why is the Honorable here for? Cannot stood his ground. He announced that only 10 people should follow the nominee. But what are we saying? What are we
a
saying?
full squad, like.
Look,
Look,
I'm trying. He's just trying to be soft.
Even yesterday,
Yeah.
before they start vetting, he has read so many rules. Yeah, so many of them. None of them is being carried out.
Look, I think, no, irrespective of what Apenyo Markins is doing as the minority leader, I think he's just doing it in favor of
their
his party,
party.
what he thinks is right.
His party
So
and the
if-
supporters are pushing him to do what he's doing.
If you-
Why is it that Honorable here for also not do same? to get things running.
Oh, he has tried. I mean, he has.
No,
he
the
has
man
pulled
is
some
weak.
strings.
He's weak. He's really weak.
Look,
Are you sure? I mean,
but
yes.
look, some people in naturally they are just like cool and calm
you know,
people.
if he wants to react with the kind of person he is, I'm sure that this fight would have happened long ago. Yeah, maybe he's trying to prevent many things of this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he has been preventing.
So-
Look at what happened.
But then,
A
as
chairman of the
unfortunate.
committee said, "Let's vet the next person," and the co-chair, the minority side, said no, and through to the no I stand.
look, I think some way, somehow, what I saw yesterday night, I was kind of surprised that look, I'm a chichi, taflache, otok bi deg biji kake like, no one do mejebe. What will Ditopo? The whole world is watching.
Yeah.
You're on national television, like Amechi
See,
Chioko.
some of the channels are on DSTV.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the whole world is watching.
You say,
If you are-
look at what is
if you
happening
are-
in Ghana's parliament.
Fifia deviade lilo. Ebu Charlie. Like togma to gayara. Ihane chialo. Ya imechichi gado yo fema olo. Vo ijibi agere parliament. Vo ewon kunambe. Young boys so alo young guy are kare nyanye MP alo. Va down glo vo. Ne point ko about tafla che. Apadi ahande like leko wafi oja agba ko vertical kalo to process o ma fi vazu honorable yomba honorable o tama vivim ni abo chale pari o de like leko mi akpom for me be yo yi da fuma de du corporate interest if you are new mi awona du alo du ko ne odemi aja chairman abe no one na mi nye micro minority and be awo so eje me chairman na nyama ekpo be chwa ima Mr. Frank Blow mete stand your grounds to then do globe iya no gba no jo you have away for bubu ma adam ejivo akobe ogbele pelo o ga gbele mic so ha
will still insist Bella you are heavy la still enu in ajo.
if
If he was still strong, Bella.
No, you see,
na
let's
ne
vet-
we
no,
we
you see,
bovito la
my
fuma
brother,
bovito la fuma wa
listen.
ku peme no
You see,
onye
the-
podem pe
it
nya
is
dem na
not-
mesusia o
Touch on of it, but
yeah,
still nothing.
it is not about saying it, say, oh, we'll do it. No, it's not about. There's a way you can give command. We have seen veterans in the past. Honorable, say, chairman, Joe Wise was a chairman. He gives commands and everything works.
It depends on who is there to listen to the command. There are people there might not listen to the command.
The 8th parliament was a hank parliament. But we didn't see some of these things. This thing didn't happen.
It's a different committee altogether.
And
In
so
fact,
that's why I'm doing the comparison.
this
The last
committee-
parliament was hank parliament, which is means what they have the same muscles. Do you understand? And this parliament, there is one side that is heavier than the other side. Why do you allow the weaker ones to overshadow you? And this is it. After Thomas say, so you as the chairman, when you have to, you cannot give orders. You can. How can these things be happening?
some others
People
are
that
there.
we are regarded as honorable, learned people, then they refer to themselves, my learned colleague, colleagues.
In fact,
That's how they refer to
many
themselves.
of them are lawyers too.
Can you imagine?
Educated people there. And do could just.
but numa joshua no nye abe civilian dey won numa povito won la fuma no ku peme na ma hoho
Would they waste time?
kake emu kpobo honorable title ma title ko nye no matter what you do you are still included in the law because they say the law is not above you are not above the law right
No, but
But then-
the truth also, the police cannot arrest them there. They are exercising their.
but look
parliamentary
ye police are
duty.
interview at least cool tempest at the
Oh,
over
police are
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
police are from go through Okpolobure.
And they don't know if it
ogbe kake ne do ne de
manage.
ya be kpo be that will green to over the ye ma kpo be wow
Oh, no,
nonsense
no,
at
they
that
cannot get
but
there.
honorable
That's what-
title as so
No, that's what them, they cannot get
onya
there.
be some demon the cover those me kpo be iya ye we never
In
knew
fact, let's say I hear for Benefo, he said that and you don't lay you discuss after you over committee about rules and regulations you lay. You follow these rules and regulations. Like when they get there, I mean, over trust to they are not
Over
doing
and
according to the
through,
rules and regulations.
If your mama le bure, that is what it means.
for-
You want to
for-
woman regard you. Your time
Yeah.
will be until a week. Honestly, if you are not weak, if you give command once, that ends it all.
Politics
Wait,
anyama kwene
let me carry you.
no glamour someone. Afi me
But
stand over
the,
fit.
the committee, the committee is not a law court there. Let's make that thing clear.
Yeah.
Because we have seen cross-examination, interrogations there.
Yes,
Yeah.
This is
yes.
just about asking somebody a sector question. What will you do if you come? Whereas the law court, but your
Okay, so let me take you to my journal. The same related story where there some allegations here and they say clerk to appointment committee is a typical NDC. Appointment alleges. Majority leader, majority Alexander Afenyumaki has accused the clerk of the appointment committee of being partisan, alleging that she is working in favor of the National Democratic Congress (NDC). Speaking after the chaotic section on Thursday evening, Afenyumaki did not miss words in expressing his frustration. Quote, the committee is on a partisan track. Indeed, she is a typical NDC. She agrees with them and then advertises and inform people to come, he claimed. According to the minority leader, the clerk acted outside the usual procedures by making decisions without agreement from both sides. The practice has always been that the chairman and the ranking will agree on who and who will come. Yesterday, there was no agreement. The chairman was with me, no meeting. Then, at 10 p.m., the clerk advertised for 10 this morning. The clerk advertised for 10 this morning, the Futu MP stated. Mr. Afenyumaki further alleged that the clerk's actions were part of a broader strategy by the majority to push through more nominees than had been agreed upon.
They say they cannot stay in the night, but these people were able to
but
stay
honestly,
on election day. They were throughout
the night.
Yeah.
And
They
talking
stayed-
about
they didn't talk about health.
talking
issues.
about the clerk being partisan, talking about a clerk being NDC. I have a relatives who works in parliament, works with Atamil's administration, works with Rawlings administration, works with Kufuor administration. So when Kufuor administration came, she was removed from her office. She was removed because they felt that she has worked with the
Previous government.
Rawlings government, so she cannot be trusted. So Afenyumaki is telling us right now that they should pick anybody from their camp to work with the current administration. No. No way. It will happen in every office, which I've been speaking against anyway, that nobody should lose his or her job because of change of power, because of change of presidency. But this is what has been happening. That's why I said parliament is about intimidation. If you go to parliament, the tagline there is intimidation. They intimidate others there. So talking about this allegation that the clerk
do it unnecessarily.
the clerk is talking about this, that the clerk is partisan, clerk is NDC. He has finished this woman. Oh. If the next 4 years NDC should go to opposition, this woman's job is finished.
Yeah.
You
You're
see,
right.
this
You're
job,
very
this woman's job is not proper. May I find you? The person is working. Person is working based on a document. You people have a document guiding vetting. So she's working with the document, and you are saying that so every day they have to have a meeting and have an agreement. What kind of authoritarian or authoritative attitude is that?
Anyway, so let's take a look at a very serious issue happening in the senior high school sector. We're talking about the WAEC results being delayed, and WAEC is urging parents to have patience at its expedite actions on investigation into the withheld results. So we understand that some students' results have been withheld, that they have not still released their result, and admission is already ongoing. Parents are really concerned about this. So the West African Examination Council has urged parents and guardians to exercise restraint as it investigates withheld result over alleged involvement in examination practices. All right. So now they are now going to do the investigation. As to when they'll be done, we don't know yet. So the children will be at home waiting for the end of investigation before they go to school.
You see, I've been following this issue for some time now, and I will say the same thing. You see, the last story I followed is in Kumasi, where a certain number, say 2,000 plus, no, say 1,009 plus students, and the parents have been calling for the students to write report, and the parents are agitating. I've heard one parent say, Ivila is a minor. It's a minor, and she cannot implicate him or herself in the report. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said he wants to be with they said they want to be with their wards before they write the report. They want to guide them. So I asked, exam that has been set for the whole Africa, five African states, has been set to their ward, and they wrote it alone. Common report, you want to guide your ward. Can we stop joking in this country? What your child, your senior high school student can do whilst in school, you the parent at home, you are not aware. You are not aware. So I don't see WAEC holding their results. It's not a new thing. WAEC holding students' results is not a new thing.
But it's affecting them.
What? So
Because you cannot finish school and
so
then
when
you
you
don't have your
were
results,
so when you were
have to
doing
get
your
your
things, when you were doing your things in school, were you not thinking of the implications, the ripple effect?
There are more practices. Is that what you
Yes.
mean? It's not all of them that have done
So
that.
how will you know it's not all of them?
No, some have completed. I mean, how will you know this person has done this?
Who make I one begbelen lock?
Without
Make I one begbelen lock? Bobe one begbelen. I'm robber in court. Cry, you know. He may one day.
All left African.
Right, check what baby,
Man talk with
Yeah, he don't cry. You may work poor.
So let the person know that it was more practice that caused you for your result to be whatever.
They are made aware. They are made aware. And seriously, see, do you know that when you are caught in exam hall, they made you write statement? Do they want to tell us that those statements are not available to them? WAEC, I'm coming back to WAEC. WAEC, did they want to tell us that those statements are not available to them? Fine, they are saying they detected the thing in a way that the way the answering pattern, they're talking about answering patterns. I suffered that before when I was in the training college. Our promotional exam was cancelled because they said they have detected the copying, more practice when we were answering. So you realize that when somebody is writing a sentence, the moment one person omits one word, that thing will continue throughout. So you check this line, you realize that the same thing is occurring. That shows that the person has copied. Do you understand? So all these things, parents should calm down. Maybe they should prepare and get some remedial for their awards. Me, I'll support WAEC every day to cancel the exam, to cancel it entirely. Yes, because do you know why? We don't want to have killing nurses, killer nurses, killer doctors, killer everywhere personnel. These people that we are talking about who copied an exam, some of them will become nurses tomorrow, some will become doctors, some will become teachers to go into a classroom and teach our generation, our children. We don't want to be experiencing that.
So when you write your exam and you have not even copied and they have alleged
What shows that you have not copied?
Yeah, so come tell me, let me go and defend myself.
Can you just defend verbally?
because I need to know why.
So why make an offer? Why made an offer? I say, okay, we are going to put the same paper before you. Come and answer it.
Yeah.
The parents say no. The people, their children are stay at home for 5 months.
Okay, that's
so they
good.
cannot. It's
That's
justifiable.
true.
Okay,
Yeah.
now come and write report. The report you cannot write. So the 3 years that you went through the free senior high school system, you cannot write report.
Report to say what? That you are sorry for more practice?
No, just report means whether you are involved or you are not involved. What is the incident? Come and narrate your story. It's simple as that.
Okay, so basically in high school they've taught us in English language
Report
about report
writing.
writing, letter writing, and stuff like that. But then
But certain reports, if you write it, it can implicate you. So maybe they are careful. They are careful of that. So, they
So
want
be
to-
careful when you are writing your report. Be careful when you are writing. That's what they will use to justify you, whether you are wrong, you are actually involved or not.
maybe they thought it's wise that maybe their kids
See.
are not involved in the malpractice, and so they don't want them to be involved in such an act or
So
writing of reports like that.
What prevented them from detecting the malpractice at the beginning
I
when they were writing the exam?
No, you see,
Don't they have system to know
WAEC
what this
always
WAEC
has-
officials have a lot of workers. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, all those workers will submit reports. So this decision is coming from the main workers now. Do you understand?
may complain about the malpractice.
Yes. After reading the report, their officials submitted.
But then sometimes it's not always
Every
about
day-
the report.
Do you know that
Look,
every day after every paper, the exams officer writes reports?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yes, so it is those reports that they will read. Attached with maybe some other statement the students have written. That, okay, this person has committed this malpractices, this person has been caught with foreign material, this person has brought mobile phone to the exam hall. All these things, they put in the report. So after reading all the report, they made a decision. They come to a decision that, okay, this is it. This school, I think the offense in this school is too much. So let's hold all of their report. Let's embark on investigation. So they can do now the students they have finished their home. Will you chase them to their individual homes?
no. But the thing is, maybe they didn't detect the copyright issue earlier in their report. Maybe when they were marking, during the marking,
Yes,
when
that's what I
they
said
detect-
earlier.
They detected.
It's not strange. It's not strange. It has happened before, and it has not before. It has happened before, and even it should happen. It should continue. That's the only way we can clear our system.
Anyway, for you to be accused that you've done malpractice without being proven might also be a worry.
No,
Because if you say that my handwriting is the same as Perry's handwriting.
no. They are not
so
talking about handwriting.
I've done malpractice.
No, they are not talking about handwriting.
No, I'm just making an instance. Maybe if that's the criteria they use also, then it might not be fair to the people. Because people have same
What
handwriting.
no, they are please remove the issue of handwriting.
No, I'm
As
just
for the
making reference to one
handwriting
of
can
them.
be identical, but see, I just give you the scenario. Omission of words and some answers you give to a certain questions. You realize that you see you are marking, they mark methods. So method one
totally.
method, then they give final answer. They want to carry marks. So when you are checking the methods, you realize that the methods are the same. If there is an omission in the third line in terms of method, it's that omission cut across.
Maybe that's how they were taught in school.
Nah, look, you can do that and do that with your brains, not with your head. So you just have to be smart.
So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
if index number one
Not
had
two.
his answers
Eh.
1.5 or 1.5, you realize all of them, the whole exam was 1.5.
But that's the answer now.
Meanwhile, the marking scheme make room for -1 or +1, and none of you is getting those things.
Ishaka Kuya.
Anyway, let me send you to another conversation here. Court orders Anas Aremeyaw Anas to testify without marks in Nyantechi's trial. And so the Court of Appeal has ordered investigative journalist Anas Aremeyaw to appear in court without marks in the ongoing case against the former Ghana Football Association GFA President Kwesi Nyantechi. So Anas has been ordered by appeals court to remove mask, which is with the work that he does. For you to tell him to remove the mask and come and testify. Well, I'm not sure you take this
You see, I'm laughing.
nice anyway.
You see,
But-
whatever I'm going to say, the court will not be happy with me.
But you just have to say.
By,
hope-
yes,
I hope we'll not be a
by all
defamation
this,
of
by
course.
all this,
Yeah.
you see, I would say the court is not fair to Anas. The court is not fair to Anas. They are actually discouraging individuals to be a whistleblower in this country.
Use the word again.
Yes. They're actually discouraging us. That when you see something and you say it, at the end of the day, they'll parade you in court for identification. Which means what? It gives a result to what? Victimization. and not as a person, your whole family.
Yeah.
Your whole family can go blank. That means they can be killed because you have reported an incident. You see, we thought Ghana police alone have been doing this. As we have been saying, say, oh, they have put a bounty on somebody, so come and tell us if what you know, I will give you X amount. And at the end of the day, they reveal the person who blew the whistle, who came to report. I thought the other people were, but the court is not fair to Anas. Seriously.
I think I side with you. I agree with you, because for him to take off the marks already, that means that he's going to stop the work of investigative journalism.
Even
Stop
that
work
can-
or he's
is
going to
still
die.
at risk.
Yeah, he's still going to
Were
be
we not here when Ahmed Swale was killed for just alleging that he's the one that has been doing ABCD, and they have taken him to be Anas, and
But-
he was
but
killed
the
instantly.
the fact also remains that Anas was not like Anas before. He was a journalist without the marks.
Yes.
People knew him.
Yeah, but not everybody
But
knows.
not
Nah.
so popular. But
Yeah,
people,
not
people
popular.
knew him before he ventured into that. So some people knew who Anas is.
You see,
And some people are there who know who, if they see Anas, they know this is Anas.
Yes.
But this is the kind of work he does that he used to cover his face.
Yeah.
So I don't think that we should let him take
Even,
that.
even the
this-
word alone, investigative
Yes,
journalism.
undercover
See,
Look,
journalist. So-
investigative. You have to like protect yourself, your image.
And-
You don't
and-
have to show
and I am
showcase
telling
yourself
you,
around the law.
Ghana here, we are not using Anas work. Anas work helps certain countries to reconstitute some of their institutions. Go to Kenya, Anas turned the whole court upside down, and they have accepted it. They reconstitute the court, and now their court is working.
People say Anas principle is very bad, you know.
And
for-
that's what
for-
it is, because you
for-
are involved, so you
for
say it's bad.
people's life.
It
Somebody
is-
has struggled all the way to a process of reaching a height, and because of your video, the person's future has to be destroyed totally.
And
what the GFA boss.
So
is
why
mentioning.
won't you be
So he said it's a
satisfied?
wicked act.
Why won't you be satisfied with whatever they pay you in your office and get home and manage it than trying to pull other ones from unlawful sources by
So he said
indicting yourself?
He said he's forcing. They say he's forcing people
Force.
by giving people bribe.
Does he hold
by
gun on
giving-
their head?
You are influencing.
Neko tudo pe tajibe ni meko ma dawa kwa.
Pepe Frank Elefila, you don't have any mindset of taking bribe.
Uh-huh.
But me, I'll come and then influence you and give you money, and then you take the bribe.
Barogba
So
had
I'll
it-
implicate
It's
you
a-
rather.
No.
from
It's
what
a, it's
normally
a,
you
it's
might
a
not
choice. If somebody is saying from Medellin and Pena and Nebe Mano by force here, Elewega. Makuode. Maku. So seriously, I will not buy that. I will not buy it today. I will not buy it tomorrow that he has influenced anybody.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So he's also a human being. Sometimes he can.
But you
err.
agree to that? You are somebody, you don't take bribe. Normally, if there's a bribe issue, you might not take.
Yes.
Yeah, but I come with an
So
influence.
so
that,
so okay.
Frank,
So
take
what?
this,
So
and
what?
I put you on camera, secret camera,
No. See,
and
listen.
I expose you.
Okay.
That is
so,
what they are concerned about.
So
that,
what
that
about
process.
what about giving me and I said no, and he captured it that this guy we gave him, he doesn't take. I'm in a vehicle. I met police officers on the way. Drivers give them, you know how they have been doing. They put it in their insurance pouch and give it to them. The man check it, still kept the money in the pouch and give it back to the driver.
Then
Not once. I have witnessed that. Not once, not twice, not twice.
Really?
Are they not human beings too?
But why didn't you talk about that? That's why people are saying that. I mean, the goods are happening. but only
Yes,
focus on the
so
bad
so
ones.
that's why I said,
to
see,
implicate.
the court is not fair. They are not, see, if you are not corrupt, there's no way they'll corrupt you. We have seen Professor Mills rush to some institution and say, please stop this, stop that. Okay, we're here. Who will say that Professor Mills has been influenced before? Who will say Professor Mills is in my pocket? Nobody.
Yeah.
You see, who will say Rollins is corrupt? Who will say Rollins is in my pocket? Those late two presidents. You see, some of these things.
But they say somebody's future is climbing up somewhere.
future, and you decided
Nyante
to go.
almost-
Oh no!
They say if you had gone into FIFA,
CAF.
Ghana's football.
First, he have gone to
Yeah,
CAF
they
then
said-
FIFA
yeah,
because he
FIFA.
was having a hand in FIFA as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they say he might even become a FIFA president.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
because
before
it's
that,
one of
you
the
start with
rankings.
CAF, then
Yeah.
So
No,
when
no, he has
so,
bypassed CAF
so when you
already.
are so when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are
he has influence in
He has
CAF back then.
ranking in FIFA right now.
so when
as
you
we
are
speak.
cutting corners and you are getting to the top, will you be happy? You are cutting corners, you are taking bread, you are doing things that.
But sometimes people say it's part of the game. Cause look,
Well,
yeah,
no, you shouldn't go there.
not that
Bribery-
I'm encouraging
bribery is
him
not
or
good.
like I'm encouraging my listeners to take bribery. But then look, sometimes look, no corner no and then no matter no matter
Exactly.
the amount given to you. No corner no and menya ameroha o menya no matter ga ke onye o po pepe me ne eno abo nia opojo ala fia pepe me le no o po yo kotoku me bo nia ne me kwefia o eye polo get very long way ke obu okay kwenam ko ke vazu no matter so eje mi akpo aboji le mi akpo agbe no gba gbe si agbe pe nu wona me for Ajax pe revealing na me carriage be eno no get because look no va expose that okuya if you be job alo you don't have a personality is
Not
at
even
risk.
job. The whole family is at risk. That's what I'm trying to
Reputation,
say.
Yeah.
Anyway, me what the calculate me. So we'll take a break on this one. Counselor is here, and we will be having a conversation about relationship and marriage as we approach the red month. And even before we go there, I think Anna said he's going to release an expose this month. 31st. I think
Should
today is
bring-
31st, so we should be expecting something from them. But the Doc will be joining us. Is a counselor. In fact, we are just preparing the grounds for the Valentine. So stay with us. We'll be having a conversation very soon. This is the Global Morning Show.
Saleria Ahmed and Optical Suppliers, your eye care well.
And King Mari with American Love and Doc is here. Good morning, Doc.
Yeah.
How are
Good
you?
morning.
Happy
How's
New
it?
Year.
Many, many happy returns.
Good to have you here this morning.
Yes.
How's your year starting for you?
Oh yes, we've started on a good note. Though the devil want to disrupt the activities of the Lord in my life, we are always victorious.
Amen.
I know you have heard of me in the air.
Of course.
Last was it last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Today is exactly 2 weeks.
I'm just being careful to bring this topic up.
Oh.
I don't know how you want this issue to go. So. Yeah. Interesting.
I just want to use this medium to encourage my family and friends
Yes.
that they should relax. I am 100.1% innocent of the incident.
Of course.
They should relax.
Of course.
As at now, those involved are going to the court. They were just granted bail on Monday or so, yes. So I have not been to the court. No one has ever. I was once invited by the police because my school bus was used for the incident. So the police are still investigating. Those involved are in the court. So I'm not in the court. There's nothing wrong with me. It was only a wrong information placed on the public domain as if I'm also part of it. In the first place, not even a single tin tomatoes has been taken out of my school store. Not even a single. My school bus was only used for that incident.
Okay.
So
where do you understand where those items were coming from?
the police are investigating.
Okay. All right. So
Yes.
we'll leave that matter to rest.
Yes,
and,
yes,
I believe
yes,
that
yes.
gets your position back. And,
Yes.
we
I'm
move
not
on.
interdicted too. So people thought I was interdicted. I'm not interdicted.
That was what we heard.
That
about.
was the false information. Those who were interdicted were my storekeeper and the driver.
Yes.
That's all. I'm not interdicted.
Okay.
And because my school bus has been used for it and my staff were involved, in order not to interfere with
Yes.
investigation, I've been asked to step aside. Stepping aside is not interdiction.
Okay. Just to aid in investigation.
Yes. So now that the police are still investigating and they find out that I'm not part of the whole incident, very soon I'll go back to work. I'm still taking my salary.
Okay.
I'm not interdicted. If you are interdicted, it means you are halfway off the service, halfway in the service.
Okay.
After the investigation, if you are found guilty, then you'll be totally dismissed. But if you are not found guilty, then you come back and the half salary that you were not enjoying will be paid back to you.
But how do you handle your reputation with this whole issue? I mean, it's
My brother,
something
let me
that-
tell you, my
people
health is
are-
more important to me than any other issue. My reputation, God will vindicate me. So I don't need even to tell people, but those who know me, they are fighting for me. And men cannot fight for me. My Lord is fighting for me. I'm not discouraged. I'm not deterred. It's an attack on the ministry because this is not the first time. It's happened in my former station. Similar thing.
Oh, really?
That one was not because nothing was found in me. It was not broadcasted. No one knew of it. No one heard of it. So it was an attack on the ministry. I know. So I just don't want to disappoint my God. So I don't want this issue to affect my health. Let people read a lot of meanings to it. But I know between me and my God, I am 100.1% innocent. If I'm not innocent, I cannot come boldly to the air like this. I was interviewed on Ho FM, and I air my view. What I knew about the whole thing. As if I'm really guilty, I'll be hiding behind the scene. But I'm bold. I'm bold. Yes.
We wish you all the best. And
Oh,
I-
yes,
and
yes.
and I believe that.
Oh, I'm okay,
yeah.
100% okay. Let people read a lot of meanings to it. That is their view. They are entitled to their views. Yes.
But would you do anything to change
You
their
just
views?
go to my school compound and see what is happening there. The way the teachers are fighting, the way I was just sent there in November, and the good work has started there. You go and ask them. You see, get any teacher there and see what is happening. So the few days that I am off campus,
One question is that do the driver take authority from you before it's
the
bags on?
driver is directly under the accountant. The
Not under
accountant is his direct supervisor. But all those things were done in the blind side of the accountant as well. Because our consignment that was given to us the previous day, 50 cartons, were brought to the school store. We counted it. They are still there. Auditors came. They came, the police came. They are all there. 50 and 100. Look at the difference.
Anyway, I'm
So-
sure
so-
these are some
It was
attacks in there.
miscommunication. It's
Yes.
called. It was not that. It was not the report that my regional director has reported to the head office. And even that, my lawyers are advising me. Yes, the one who placed that particular information in the public domain. My lawyers are still advising. So I don't know the next line of action they will take.
But once you say you are innocent, will you just let matters rest? I mean, you are not.
Oh yes.
So whoever should just.
You
go.
know what has happened to me? It didn't affect me alone. No. My wife, my children, my family members, my classmates, my church members, my family members, everybody that is related with me.
Your listeners, I mean, on radio.
My listeners on radio. Yes. But I thank God it's not affecting me. I am eating, sleeping. I'm not experiencing sleepless night. I sleep normally. I eat normal. I do everything in a normal way. Because I'm free. I walk on the street. I go to the market. People see me. They'll embrace me. Oh, daddy, congratulations. No, I go to the market. I do anything at all. I'm not hiding because I am innocent.
All right. Once you are innocent, you are sure about it. So
Yes.
let's
come to the main thing for the day.
Yes. It's a matter of concern anyway.
Yes,
So
yes,
we
it's a
need
matter
to-
of concern.
we need to
Because I'm a
talk
public
about it.
figure,
Yes.
I need to inform my listeners
Of course.
and assure them that I am 100% or 100.1% innocent.
Good.
Yes, they can go to my regional director, they can go to my school, they can even go to the police. And the police that started the investigation. You can go to the municipal commander, you can go to him and find out about the incident. If I'm guilty, I'm sure, as I said, I can't be on air like this and talking boldly like this. Yes.
Anyway, the Bible says 1,000 will fall by your side, 10,000 by your right hand, but none. will
Oh,
definitely
yes. And
come close.
my consolation
And,
is that I don't want to disappoint my God because it is an attack on the ministry. And what the scripture tells me when you read Matthew chapter 5, verse 11 and 12, it says, if all these things are done against you, rejoice. Rejoice, for your reward is in heaven. So I'm
this
only
is-
rejoicing.
This is a verse you're carrying along.
And I was
brothers.
telling my church members the other day that what I've gone through that time is more serious than what Jesus himself have gone through. Because as at that time, there was no social media. So most people didn't hear about Jesus' persecutions and others. There was no social media available that time. There was no radio stations that would be broadcasting this issue. But mine, within a moment, all over the world, everybody has heard of it. But yes, and I want to assure you, I give you some few months how God is going to use this incident to promote his ministry.
Amen.
Yes.
We pray that good things happen to Reverend Joy. And of course, you've heard it here.
Yeah.
If you have been hearing this news all around, he has come to clear that it's absolutely, it's not what you think. It's a
Yes.
different thing. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Joy, for joining us again. So we have a few days to Valentine.
Yes.
Red month, where we show love to our family and friends.
Yes.
And we're talking about beauty.
Yes.
First sight of anything.
Yes,
is
yes,
beauty.
yes, yes.
Let's
Yes,
get
yes.
into it.
Yes, beloved, as said, we'll soon get to the love month. That's February.
Yeah.
I want to lay a foundation because throughout the February, I'll be talking about sex.
Okay.
So I want to lay some sort of foundation before we take off from next week.
Okay.
Yes.
Sex.
Yes, I'll be talking about sex.
For the whole of the month of
The
February.
whole of February is a sex month for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that we should be careful about beauty. What do you mean by that?
Yes, the Bible says beauty is deceptive. So we should be very careful. Beauty is very, very deceptive. Most people are looking for beauty. It's good. No one wants an ugly thing. Everybody needs beauty. But be careful.
Is beauty bad?
Beauty is not bad. It's a creation of God. God created beauty.
So why should we be
So
careful?
that's why I sometimes find it difficult to understand some of our pastors. Anytime they see a fair, beautiful lady, they say it's Mami Ota. The lady is possessed. So God is foolish to be creating beautiful ladies for Mami Ota. Because Mami Ota does not create human being. No.
You said
So-
something before that somebody said that Nebia Kwenyo.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's one of my friends who have, you need to go to the psychiatric hospital for you to be handled in a special way. Everybody like beauty, but do you know something?
Tell me.
As the saying goes, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah.
So what you see as beauty may not be beauty as mine. That's why we say beauty is relative. Aside that, there are people who are originally beautiful. When you see them at a glance, you know, wow, what a creation of God. Very beautiful. Whether black or fair. You see some black beauty ladies or even gentlemen. You see, oh, this gentleman is very black in beauty, but very, very beautiful. Admirable. You can admire. Sometimes you can be looking at the beauty of this man or this woman. For you to take off your eyes will be very difficult for you.
Yeah.
Yes, we admire beauty.
It's good.
Yes. So
But why should we be careful about beauty, as you say?
because it is deceptive. You ask yourself, why is it that we have a lot of beautiful women and handsome men on the street without marriage? Have you ever asked? There are a lot of people. Some made several attempts in marriage. They have failed. Irrespective of your beauty, irrespective of their handsomeness. Have you ever asked if beauty is the foundation of relationship, then no beautiful man, a woman or a handsome man will fail in marriage or will fail in relationship.
It's true.
Yes. So beauty is good, and no one that's why I once taught or several times teach on this radio station that relationship or marriage starts with friendship. So if you admire beauty, you want to be in a friendship with that beauty, it is good. Start with friendship. Don't go further. Look at your interest. Is beauty the only? You see, put your qualities down. The first one is beauty. Take note of that. You said the first one is beauty. That's perfectly good. Then you said 2, character.
Character.
Character is the most important issue in relationship.
Forget about beauty.
Forget about beauty. If the person is beautiful minus character, you cannot even stay under the same roof within a moment with that lady or that man. Character is the most important. Let's even sometimes put aside religion. There are people who know they are enjoying their marriage. They are not Christians. They are not Muslims. They are not even traditionalists. They are just like any normal human beings. They don't worship anybody or anything. But they are enjoying their marriages. So when we are talking about beauty, let character becomes your beauty, the number one beauty, the physical appearance. Do you know, as the saying goes, normally, look at wig blamed Abriwa. Because beauty can be faked. This time with this technology, you see someone can fake his or her beauty. And you just see that beauty at a glance, and you think, oh, this is what my heart desired. When this woman or this man stands beside me, I'll be respected. Oh, wow, Kofi, where did you get this woman from?
You have a good eyes.
You have a good eyes.
Yeah.
Amma, where do you get this gentleman from? Oh, no, look at him. You see, there are women whose interest is on fat, giant, strong men. That's their interest.
You have fulfillment in that.
I don't know what their fulfillment is. I don't know. I can't tell. Yes, we say, let me tell you this. Don't have a test tube structure for your relationship.
Test tube structure.
Yes. When you say test tube structure, you put your qualities in a test tube and you close it. Without these things in my test tube, I can never go beyond that. 1, beauty. 2, should be rich. 3, well educated. So these are your qualities. You place them in a test tube, you close it. So if the person, no matter how humble, good character the person is not rich, is not well educated, or the person is half educated, because he has not met that standard of riches or beauty, is not qualified.
Don't we have choice? I mean, you choose.
No,
to be,
I don't
want
stand against your
this and that.
choices. You ask of people who have choices and those choices has failed them. You go and ask them. You ask them. You can never get 100% person to go along with. No. When I was coming, I was in the car with my wife. And I was telling my wife, in fact, what is happening in our parliament these days, they don't deserve to be called honorables. Because some of the questions being asked, if everybody want to look at our character to be 100% perfect before you hold a political position, no one qualifies. No one qualifies to be an MP, a DC or MC, or a minister. Everybody has a weakness.
It's true.
So certain questions we don't even need to ask them.
Unnecessary.
They are unnecessary questions. Some people, their ages are what? Are private and confidential. They don't even want people to know how old they are.
But they say they're in public.
They don't even know, because people, unfortunately, people got married, but unfortunately they don't have any children. And you put this into the public domain to ask the person whether you have how many children you have. How do you place it? And you fail to ask questions on the relevant reason why the people are appearing before you. If I'm appearing before you as a minister of state designate for, let's say, sport, and you are asking irrelevant question about my family, my mother, where I was educated. Those BNI people are investigating about those things. Do you need to bring those things to the public domain? Ask things about sports.
Very good opinion.
So why am I there now? The reason why I'm here is that, you see, if you want to get a perfect man, you can never get a perfect man to marry. If you want to get a perfect woman, it is never there, here or there.
So, are you saying there's never anyone who is perfect?
No. There's no single person that is perfect in this land or on this earth.
No, in terms of being in a relationship with.
So that's what I said. That when it comes to relationship, draw a scale of preference. You see, you set a standard of 100%. At least get 60 to 70% is enough. The 40%, when you come together, you work on it.
But depending on
I know a gentleman who sometimes, before he got married, he was bathing only once a day. But when you got married, the wife said, no. We're going to the bed together in the evening at least. Let's bath in the evening. So after bathing in the morning, you've left for work. You came back, tired, stressed up. At least you need to wash down. It's a form of growth. You are developing one after the other. You know, some people don't even know how to give. But in when you are together, you'll be taught how to give. Some people, excuse me, that's why I said I will be talking about sex. People even don't know how to have sex. You will be taught. So don't say because my partner does not know how to sleep with me, he's not qualified. No, he can. Sex is to be taught and is to be learned. Everything can be learned in a relationship. The moment your partner is not a thief, has not developed a mental problem, is gainfully employed, at least your religion, you are comfortable with his faith. This alone, your partner is not abusive.
What if you have all these things and the person is not faithful? He's not a loyal person or something like that. Should you say that's a 40% you can work on?
Faithfulness is a key in relationship.
What if he falls in the 40% for you?
No. 40%, I will not encourage you to go ahead, because you get a great work doing. 40%.
But there are 60% of the person that is okay.
The 60% is okay. 40% is easy to be worked on.
But the 40% is where the person is not faithful.
And that is why it can be worked on. You see, let me tell you, someone may not be faithful.
People can change people, really? Is that it?
Let me tell you. What work? Look at what they make them. I once watched a program on TV3 or so about a year or two ago. And then a lady was saying, if it is about cheating, that will cause her to divorce her husband, which man or how many men do not cheat? We say cheating is very common. Only few individuals. I didn't mean men alone. No, it's not only men that cheat.
Okay, women do.
Women do cheat. So cheating these days is very common.
So we shouldn't focus on cheating.
There are ways in which we can minimize cheating in marriage. We can reduce it to the best minimal. We can reduce it.
Maybe for
So you see,
benefit,
some of the causes that call
way
for cheating.
of reducing that.
Yes, there are a lot of ways. So when we come for counseling, we'll teach you.
Okay.
There are ways.
Yeah.
As you are reducing it, a time will come, it will stop entirely.
Of course.
Yes. I'm not saying we don't have faithful men and women. They are there. But most men and women these days are no more faithful. And one of the major causes is distance relations. Distance relation. Let me tell you, for me, by the grace of God, I don't go out from work to my house. Luckily, the church is in the house. So so in the evening around 8:30, I go to my shop to close them and take my money from the people and go home. But the moment you have time with especially social activities lead a lot of people into cheating.
Social activities.
Yeah, most social activities lead people to cheating. Yes. Especially social activities that you go alone without your spouse. You attend several social activities, you alone, your wife or your husband is at home, you are going alone. Meeting your old friends, your old classmates. Maybe even when you were in school, you had a relationship. You didn't quarrel before you separated. Hey, joti home se alelo.
Serious.
Avonojogbo megbe ejobibiolo. Yes. So
that's not a
so those 40% things can be reduced. can be reduced. The moment the person is not abusive, either verbal or physical abuse, the person is gainfully employed, the person is caring. See, everybody has his or her own temperament. Some of the things you see at the parliament, they were not developed there. What I saw yesterday,
It's a lifestyle.
a taxpayer's money, you have destroyed properties, and you are expecting the state to replace them with the state funds, taxpayers' money. They should be taxed to replace those things with their own money. They did not develop those characters there. It was in them. But they were only controlling those things. The same thing might have been happening at their various homes, in their homes. Hey, once in a while,
So
they
the
abuse their spouses.
And they brought it to public.
Exactly. Those they don't do those things. You see them sitting looking at them. They were not part of it. They were only watching, and they were surprised. I don't want to mention names, but you saw some people sitting down looking at them.
Lifestyle is very important.
Lifestyle is very, very important. Very,
More
very
than,
important.
more than beauty. We should
Yes.
work on that.
So beauty
Yeah.
should not deceive you to decide not to go along with a partner, because beauty is very, very deceptive. That's why the saying goes that not all that glitters are gold. There are a lot of things that you see, they are charming, looking very beautiful, but the inside is just like
Very.
the grief. So, at least, average beauty, average handsomeness can be okay for you. If you're able to get the most beautiful lady or the most handsome man with a character, hallelujah, we thank God for your life. You are lucky.
They exist.
Yes. But that one should not be
The standard.
your starting point,
Okay.
your starter at all. Because it will deceive you. And because it will lead you into a different thing or different things altogether. So, our cherished listeners,
Yes.
as we are
Advice
entering
to us.
into love month, be very careful who you propose to, whose proposal you accept.
Who you propose to and whose proposal you accept.
Yes, because this time even ladies are proposing to men,
Yeah.
not only men are proposing. It's now common. The only thing that most ladies are not open out. They only send you message. Sometimes action speaks more than words. They give you things to show that they are interested. But we men, those of us who are bold, can easily approach and propose. So, in our love month, which is February, be careful who you propose to, and be careful whose proposal you are accepting. Because one decision you take now, that decision I want to underline this, can lead you into a different thing, and you will be the first beneficiary. Your parents will not benefit from it. Your friends or your siblings will not benefit from it. You will be the first beneficiary. Yes. Never allow beauty, never allow money, never allow fame to influence your decision in love making.
Beauty, fame.
Yes. These things are very, very deceptive. And I know. For me, because we are into the industry, we know what is happening. Beautiful ladies, handsome men, they are there. Born one, born two. They are there without marriage. They are there without marriage. So let's be careful whose proposal we take or we accept and who we propose to in this February. Today is the last day of January, so we are
Yes,
starting
yes.
our Love Men from tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes.
1st February.
So next week, Invite a friend to tune into Global FM. We'll start issue on sex. Because when we are talking about love, people think it's all about sex. So let me talk about the sex for you to to understand
Understand
what
very well.
really sex means. Sex is not as we thought. Sex is not meant for everybody. We talk about it throughout the February. The 4 Fridays we have, if nothing interrupts, then the 4 Fridays in February, you hear issues concerning sex life.
You hear issues concerning sex life. I'll be so much interested in that conversation.
Yes,
and,
yes, yes.
I believe that I'll be calling you over again once in a while.
Yes.
To join us with that special moment.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much, Reverend Joy, Dr. Reverend Joy, for joining us.
Yes.
And we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Too. Nice day.
Nice day too. All of you. Thank you very much. 13 minutes past 9 gone by is Reverend Joy Akpebu and Reverend Dr. Joy Akpebu. He joined us here in the studio. We're just preparing the grounds for tomorrow's day, which is February, Valentine's month, and we are all preparing for that special moment. Show some love to somebody, but he says that beauty sometimes is deceptive. Don't always follow beauty, follow character. It's important. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a very short break, and we'll have Foster here with us. We'll get into some heated conversations here. Stay with us.
It's the Global Morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Just that I'm not happy.
You're not happy?
Yeah, I'm not happy at all because of what transpired yesterday in Parliament.
Anyway, you have concerns.
I have exactly
Serious.
seriously.
Okay. Anyway, we'll get.
Before we get to that, I want to use the opportunity to greet your listeners and yourself this morning. I want to thank them so much for always having patience to listen to us as we do the discussion. I thank them so much. But there's that. I'm so much disappointed in what happened yesterday.
Anyway, I'm sure you might. I don't know whether you are surprised anyway, though, but I'm sure that these are not the first time we are seeing certain things like this.
No, you see, sincerely, this is not the first time we are seeing these kind of things, but the fact is that when it happened previously, we were all not happy. We condemn it, and we believe that our honorable MPs will also learn something from it. But probably they feel they've even egged them on because they were not punished. The people of Ghana did not punish them so well on what they did previously. They feel like they can even do it more, which is a disgrace to our democracy, and we have to condemn this act in no uncertain terms. It doesn't help build this democracy. Yesterday, when I was listening to Apema Makin alone asking those so many questions, I was asking myself, you said you are doing these things for posterity, for students who come and watch these things and learn. So, is he also telling us that what they did yesterday, the students or even our children will also watch that kind of misbehavior they exhibited yesterday on the floor of Parliament?
Anyway, let me just hold you for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's get into some details first, and then I'll bring you on. So let me give you some details on this. My violent confrontation as minority and majority MPs clash over vetting of Ablakwa and Akando. So the tension fled during a session of the appointment committee as members of the minority and majority caucus clashed over the vetting of Kwabena Minta Akando and Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. So the disagreement erupted when the minority proposed rescheduling of the vetting to Friday, which is today, citing concerns over the day's proceedings. However, majority members rejected this suggestion, insisting that the vetting should continue as scheduled. So the disagreement escalated into chaos. The minority members disrupted the session by breaking tables and microphones in an effort to prevent any delay. But I played this voice earlier on, but Foster is here. I want him to also have a fair listen to this. Apenyo Makin's comment on this, and then we'll play the majority's leader also comment on this. Then we'll make a very fair conversation here on the show. So this is Apenyo Makin and what he has been talking about.
We have to ask the relevant questions. You are aware that some of the nominees, we don't even questions. Where we have to ask the relevant questions, we will ask. Nothing will stop us from asking the necessary questions. It's not every nominee. Some of their nominees spend 5 minutes. NDC is always up to intimidating people. They think that they must always bully. We will not accept any bully. They can call us micro-minority. They can say whatever they want to say. We've been cooperating with them. Today we agreed to do 3. The clerk to the committee is a partisan clerk. She is a typical NDC. She agrees with them, and then she advertises and informs people to come. All the practice has always been that chairman ranking would agree as to who and who will come. Yesterday, there was no agreement. The chairman was with me, no meeting. Then in the night, 10 p.m., the clerk advertised 10. This morning, my deputy was here. They had a pre-sitting. They agreed to 3. Later in the afternoon, they said 4. And then again, they said that, oh, let's compromise on 1 more. We said, okay. Then he made it 5. Just as we finished the 5th, we realized that they've paraded several other nominees, dressed, and then they thought that we will boycott. We will not boycott. We will not boycott. We will not boycott.
But you will destroy the equipment.
I'm saying that we will not boycott. Thank you very much. What do you have tomorrow? All right. We've agreed. We agreed by consensus to take it up tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We have cooperated with them. We'll continue to cooperate with them, but will not allow ourselves to be bullied. It's as simple as that. And nobody can attempt to limit as to the number of questions we'll ask a nominee. Some of their nominees, they come begging, and then within 2 minutes, you are gone. For those that we want to take critical action on, you say we should, railroad everybody.
All right. So that is Apenyo Makin's voice you just heard in the background, and he is, making his displeasure about this whole situation, and he feels that the NDC is trying to bully them by trying to make them continue with vetting of Kando and Blackwell, because they have a lot of questions to ask them, and he doesn't understand why they should still continue with that conversation. I'm still trying to see if we can get the majority leader's voice that he also mentioned certain things that in the article that we read earlier on for you to have a fair understanding of this. But we're still working on that to get you that tape for you to hear. But for the meantime, let me welcome Foster into the house again and then find out from him what his take on this issue is. Foster, what's your point of view?
What I sincerely, let's be very honest with ourselves. Where this issue has gotten to, we have to call names and shame them for what they are doing. And before that, you see, people are saying that probably the chairman is not fair. It's not fair to the committee. Let's be very honest with ourselves. Nobody here can point out to us that this is what the chairman has done. For that reason, he's not doing his job well. When you want to do something, you come into an agreement, and that agreement, we all have to go by it. That is, you as the ranking member, you have been given limited questions. You can ask as many as you want to ask. That is the right that has been given to you as the ranking member. That is Afenyomarkin I'm talking about. So, you have agreed to interview 3 people. From his own words, they agreed to vet 3 people. After the 3, they come to an agreement that they wanted to add additional people. Now the person comes and you use almost 3 hours. You alone, you use 3 hours to ask questions. What at all do you want to know? And even the questions he's asking, they are not even relevant. What does it mean? Somebody's travel history. What would that help in the communications ministry? Somebody's travel history, that the person goes outside to go in school. What would that help? So the person's secondary income. Is that one relevant to the communication or improving the communication or the digitization of this country? Is that one also necessary? And after doing all those things, when it is time for you to do the job, because he wants to repeat the same thing for Ablakwa and Honorable Akando, because they have been very critical of the Nana Akufo-Addo government, they want to use this one to settle scores. Let's be very honest with ourselves. We all know who President Akufo-Addo is. We know President Akufo-Addo. The verdict is there for all of us to see. Previously, I think when they were interviewing Honorable Ama Kofi Buah, they were asking him to apologize for trying to speak truth to power, telling Akufo-Addo that he has been, President Akufo have failed. All the things that Honorable Ama Kofi Buah said when the president came to read his probably his last State of the Nation address, were they not facts? Was President Akufo-Addo not pushing before he became IMF didn't pushing President Akufo-Addo before he became president? As he's living now, is the IMF not also cushioning him? Has the economy improved under President Akufo-Addo? So they want to use this vetting to settle scores with people, and that is not the impulse of the vetting. The vetting is for you to know exactly what the person can do in the ministry that the person has been assigned to. Asking the person of his comment on social media, are they also relevant? And you do all these things. And my issue is that when you know you are tired, you are doing the work and you are tired, the rule also allows you to go. And they said, no, if you said you are tired, you go. We those who are not tired, we'll sit down and do the job. And you not agree on that one too. And you are destroying things. You see, Honorable Chairman Sabonso said something. That if MPP lose the numbers, let's use it. That is called that is the confidence the Ghanaian people have reposed in us. In the 8th parliament, the numbers were split, but we didn't see this kind of things. The appointment committee, we saw what Honorable Joe Wise, we saw what he did. His comments, his actions, we saw all of them. And this chairman is trying to be very cordial with them, and they don't want to accept it. Probably will use the other avenue, which for me I think we shouldn't use. But with the things that they are doing, it is long overdue. We have to let them know that This is not how opposition parties behave. With all these things that they spoiled, who is going to replace it? It is our taxes that they'll use to replace all these things again. Those were broken yesterday. This is uncalled for. And those in leadership, the elderly ones in the NPP, they should speak to their MPs, especially Apemio Makin. He's not behaving as a leader at all. We saw how Honorable Haruna, how he was able to manage the NDC when we were in opposition. We saw how Ato Forson also managed the opposition. He should also do same. They don't have the numbers, and you want to be using the vetting to settle scores with people. That one, it will not help this country.
They say they have a concern about the number of people they should vet, and I don't know whether you see he has a good concern about the timing of the event. I think they said
he is the cause of that. He is the cause of that. When you have been given an opportunity to vet somebody, ask relevant questions. The person's previous comment, social media comment, his earnings, his secondary earnings, his travel records, all those things are not necessary. They are not necessary.
So you prefer they should ask sector questions?
Yes, that is what we want to know. We want to know whether the person is credible, the person can do the job. That is the most important thing. The person's social media comment, what kind of relevant, like, I don't know, I don't even know how to put it. What kind of importance is that to the communication department? It is not relevant. They should ask questions, critical questions, so that we know very well that the person can be able to deliver when the job is given to him. We have been doing disservice to this nation for far too long, and these things we have to nip them in the bud. It's becoming too much. It's becoming too much.
So they say there's a blame going on to Ahiafo for him being the chairman of the committee. He's supposed to regulate activities there, but for him under his watch, and this has happened. People are calling that he has really failed as the chairman of the committee.
For me, Ahiafo has not failed. Honorable Ahiafo has not failed. He was just trying to be very cordial with them. But from the way Apemio Makin is behaving, I think he also has to change his tactics. But when we say he has failed, he has not failed. He has not failed at all. He was just trying to be very cordial. Let's all do this job and do it very nicely. But the people he is trying to even favor, they are not even ready for that. I think he needs to. So we can just urge him on to probably change his tactics and be a little bit firm on them. If they are not ready to do the job, they can go. They can go. It has happened before.
He wasn't firm enough, according to you. It's not so much firm.
When you say he's not firm, that is not it. My issue is that he has not violated any rules of engagement. All the things that are going on. It is just that probably some people wants to misbehave and he's trying to tolerate them. That is what he's trying to do. But I think the room he has given to them to operate, they are trying to abuse that kind of right that he has given to them. So probably they need to curtail it. It must come to an end. He must change the tactics. When you are not ready to do the job, he must probably even move a step further on what Joe Wise did. Let them know that probably we are in charge. The Ghanaian people are giving us this mandate because of a reason. So probably if we want to manage the situation and those we want to help are not ready to go by it, probably we can change the rules and then go and do exactly what the people of Ghana want us to do.
Apenyo says that NDC is trying to bully them. Have you seen anything of that?
We all saw. We have, the fact is that we have been seeing exactly what was going on during the vetting. We all attest to the fact that Apenyo rather is trying to bully the nominees, which is wrong. You ask irrelevant questions, people's personal issues too. You want to know about it. That is not what this country needs at the moment. We have seen vetting in other countries, other advanced countries. Why can't we learn from them? We should learn from them. It is becoming too much of this kind of distraction is becoming too much. And you see, one thing I observe is that Apenyo is doing all these things because of what President Mahama said he was going to put up his cabinet within 120 days in office. They were just trying to use this kind of mechanisms to delay the president. These are some of the this is the like the strategy he's trying to use. The nominee will be facing him, even asking him questions. You ask the question one or two times, the person gives an answer. He will tell you, I didn't hear you, come again. He's just trying to buy time. So we need to meet him where he's supposed to be met, so that probably things can move us smoothly. This country has been run aground. They have done the service to this country. This is the time for people to go into the office, sit down and analyze things and try to restore this economy. They cannot even distract us anymore. So we can only urge Honorable Ahiafo to change his strategies. If they are not ready to budge or even comply with the rules, they can go to wherever they want to go.
The Ghana Parliament remains an envy of many parliaments. Indeed. We've had an election that was so beautiful. The losing side conceded, and the whole world acclaimed us. And you could see that by the number of heads of states who came to witness the transition. So please, let us not destroy that image, that enviable image that we have carved for ourselves to the rest of the world as a beautiful, functioning democracy. I am pleading with all sides. As you can see, we would have continued, but logistically, it is no longer possible to continue. Logistically, the microphones have all been destroyed. And you know that with the microphones destroyed, it will be difficult for the media to carry the proceedings live on their various stations. They may carry the image, but they cannot carry the voice. And vetting is about assessing and evaluating the nominee. As it is now, we in this room may be able to assess and evaluate them by hearing them, but the rest of the country will not be able to do that. The technical staff have closed and they have gone home. And so there's no way, in fact, even if they were here, the distraction of some of the machines here cannot be easily replaced tonight. So for that reason, it is practically impossible to continue with the vetting.
It's the Global Morning Show. Global Morning Show.
And so that's Mahama Yariga, and majority leader for NDC, and that's what he has to say. Foster, what do you think would be the solution for these issues not happening again?
The only solution I can recommend now is that the leadership must agree on the time that each nominee will have to be vetted. If it is 2 hours, it's 2 hours. After the 2 hours, they should allow the person to go. But giving that kind of space for the ranking to ask all the unnecessary questions is becoming too much. So they should give him time. If he wants to ask questions for 1 hour, 2 hours, after that 2 hours, nothing more, nothing less. And they must agree on the number of people they want to interview, to vet in a day. If probably there should be a change, it must be something that they all agree on. And also, the Abemaki and the MPP should know that the vetting is not an avenue for them to whitewash or probably make Akufo-Addo look good, or Dr. Bawumia or the MPP look good in the eyes of the public. That time has passed. That was why the Ghanaian people voted them out of government. They have given that massive endorsement to the NDC because they believe they can do the job. So what they have to do now is that they should go back, reflect on their mistake, and try to correct them, and then come again. They must concede defeat. They have to wake up. They have to realize that they have lost power. Trying to be throwing their weight around will not help. And sincerely, with the things that they are doing, if the government in power also wants to use the same energy on them, probably they may not be able to take it, which I don't recommend. So they must be guided. They must know that probably they are in opposition, and they must behave as such. The
Are
vetting
you preventing them from keeping the governments on their toes?
So let's ask ourselves, with all the things they are doing, are they keeping government in check? The questions they are asking. Honorable Sam just travel history, his secondary income, issues about the wife and stuff. Is that putting government in check? No, they have to be very serious.
Yeah, because they say they've
When
lost election, they should go back and then-
you were here with us when we were in opposition. Anytime we come here, you see how we conduct ourselves. Is that the same thing they are doing? Putting government in check is asking critical questions. It's not that probably you come and be asking irrelevant things. That is not how you do it. So you see, the fact is that they just want to behave as if probably they have some kind of clout. And last time I was listening to Honorable Ayariga, he said he should do all the shenanigans, but probably they'll see the government business will go through. They have to change that mindset. When they also bring it on, we should also bring it on. We have to let them know that they are in opposition, and they must also know that they are in opposition, so that this country will be very peaceful for all of us to be. It is very, very necessary. All these things that we are doing, posterity will judge us tomorrow. So let's do it, and do it absolutely well.
Thank you very much. Foster speaks for the NDC, and he says that the act in Parliament is very bad, and we should work on that, and that will be the way forward. Okay, so it's 9:40. I think we'll do a very brief one on this particular topic, and then we'll activate our phone line. We are going back to Sam George, and Sam George's vetting was also a very long one, where we saw a lot of questioning and so much. But we are picking things that Sam George has said. Our focus will be on one thing he said: I will conduct a proper SIM card re-registration, and that's coming from Sam George. So the Minister Designate for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam Nate George, has announced plans to implement a new SIM card registration process to address issues encountered during the previous exercise. So remember, in 2022, the previous government conducted a SIM card re-registration requiring cardholders to visit various NMO's office to link their SIM cards with their Ghana cards. Failure to comply led to SIM card blockage or the withdrawal of essential services. So Sam George is saying that when they come back, they are going to roll back their SIM card registration, which according to him will not cost a dime to the taxpayer. It will not cause Ghanaians to go and file a long queue for you to register, but it will be a very simple way of doing that. In fact, I don't know what you think about that, Foster.
Yeah.
Let me just have your thoughts on this.
You see, for me, I think it's also laudable that we should re-register our SIMs again. Sincerely, me myself, my Vodafone SIM card, I've registered it, but probably I've not been using it for some time, about 3 months. When I went to use the SIM again, when I got back to pick it to use, I realized that the SIM wasn't active, but I registered it in my name. When I went to the office, I was told that they've given it to another person, which I think is wrong. So far as I registered the SIM in my name, why should they be given to another person again? What if that person, maybe if the correction is not well done, and the person has used my details to go or the SIM card to go and do something in my name? So the re-registration, I think previously it was harshly done. So this time we need to calm down. And what he said yesterday was that nobody will visit the telcos to go like how we queue to. When your registration is wrongfully done, they'll send you a text message and they'll guide you on how to go about the process. Not for you to visit the telcos, and then it will be like that chaotic process that we went through previously. It's not going to be happening like that again, because the telcos have our details. When they know very well that your registration wasn't rightfully done, they send you a text message, they guide you on how to go about it, then we are good to go. For me, it's not a bad call at all. And he also said that the taxpayer is not going to, we are not going to spend anything on it. The telcos will probably be responsible for any cost that will come from the re-registration. So if that is how it's going to be done, I support it 100%. Let's do it so that we can have a very seamless digital environment. Now you can be here, I'll be calling you, and they'll tell me that your number is off. Whilst you know very well that the phone is on, everything is on, but and that means there is something going on. So we just have to look at these challenges and then we correct them. That is the main reason why the Ghanaian people are giving us the mandate, that we come and correct the wrongs. So when we see that something is not well done, it is our mandate that we do it and do it absolutely well.
Right, so we look forward for that SIM card registration. We believe that this one becomes better than the one that we had. In fact, the one that we had was so much stressful.
Very stressful. And you see, it was because somebody wanted his 10% out of that registration. That was why they did that. Because you recall, we did some registration, I think 2 years before that one was done.
Yes.
So when they wanted to do the new registration, then we complained about it. But because somebody wanted to get something out from it, they have to hardly force it through. And because it was hardly done, the problem has not been solved. We are still facing the same challenge, the reasons why they said we should do SIM registration. You attest to the fact that you'll be here, somebody can hack into your WhatsApp, your number, and use to defraud people. You go to the telcos and they cannot even be able to trace the person that is doing that. So that means probably there is something going on.
Yeah.
So we need to correct those wrongs. When I've registered my SIM and another person can be able to use a technology somewhere to hack into my number and they use it to defraud people, then probably the registration and the telcos cannot even be able to identify or locate the person that has done that thing. Then probably the registration was not properly done. That is my opinion, and I think if that be the case, the registration should be done again. But it shouldn't be this chaotic as we've seen previously.
It shouldn't happen that way.
Yeah.
Right. We look for a better one. 0247900764. You can call us and then share your view, your points. Please make it simple and just straight to the point. Just tell us what is your mind and let's get out. 0247900764 and 0203-766-500. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Watakin.
Yes, sir.
Ako Solomon Rekaito Rabaze area.
Solo, what's up?
Dogbena Jeremiah Nam.
Yeah.
Watakin.
Yeah.
Enu keke jole parliament chola. It was a disgraceful. Alabe the whole wakata le miakpo. Evelia Bernard Anyafua ayemekwe bela afenyo makila. Ekpewi. Because as a chairman la nenye edegbela, you are the final say. 11 na control crown market no particular dollar, you are the final say over na control no kata le fimie. Na time limit. The time na no onye 10 hours la 2 hours 3 hours they na copy question la, use that hours to question. Menye be na block unlimited time. Unlimited time la I can jam in and every question. As a man, I have that opportunity. I will question because I have time. What stop you? As a man, as a question and a doy can walk by a mere book. Ya will have one question too, and you're a chocolate photo. I make a favorite in a whole WhatsApp. Because of fike you la kanye anye mo dole 30 go po more dollar Vodafone, those kind of network, like more dollars in your boss, so many system. I'm making you all employ now more into the system. If we are making about 9 to hold a vet, hold on for Jonah, they have to anything I'm coming for data, Zamile, credit is Zamile. So I'm here in another communication Disney. I don't want to question, but why is married? The way me call a data like this time around, they not provide the little call when I mean credit, call a credit flag. Young balance some unnecessary question could have some in your life. No, I talk about nothing more. Sometimes you talk about a day here about your question, personal question, can you any about ya? Meanwhile, I'm a red door open a black question, put a doctor who of me yadu. And me, Ginger Melon, now me are vetting and me, Ginger Melania Solomon Filera, and me, Ginger Melakini. Then I'm in a forest ministry. What a black question, but then you go that if my galam, so no, are you going to stop that? Don't question to that person.
Oh, Abemibo Novia Lekaji. Original Michael Lekaji. Good morning.
Yeah, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
First, I never got to know me to help me. I don't know in a first. First, I was there. SOPK was Zube, or no vet for too long. Can Ofori after was vetted 2.5 days. This is something you have to know. Our ministers passed through a short some were vetted 1 day, a full day. How many days was, how many minutes was vetted?
Foster did not say that they vetted too long. He said the questions were too much. 3 hours for a question. That's what he said. He said the questions.
How many questions was given to for before it will take 2.5 days? It means that the questions were also too plenty. Because his vetting was 2.5 days, so no hours, so. And you are saying that within some few hours, you have a question. You have a question. I'm not taking no. I'm not going for vetting for 2.5 days. And what are we saying? He passed through pain. And got a question. And on the door, and on the door, the question because I took I can't pay. First, but you want these angels. But we don't have to nobody vetting now. These people are enemy public like the echo on that over served me for 4 years. These people are coming to serve the public, not the NDC. So the NDC will not sit down on a radio to speak on behalf of the Constitution. The Constitution says we should vet the people. The Constitution didn't give any time frame. So how will the NDC today? Normally, it is always a setback. The minority always gives you a question, well, because the majority is out of me. Imagine the majority said, you know, America 1 day. The majority wanted to do the right thing and ask the right questions. To know a party game for you and a parliament anyway. Even one person is fighting will pass a day.
Thank you very much.
So if Foster is there, I just want to let Foster know that whatever you have done before, me, and I love the behavior of Abanomakin. Abanomakin is asking sensitive questions, and these questions are very, very sensitive idea of our heart.
Well, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
My name is Apia.
Apia.
And I'm calling from home.
All right, talk to us.
About 3 or 4 days ago, I called this station on this morning show and I asked you, did you believe in accountability? And I told you I know you were not going to answer me because you are not trained to answer on the studio. But you know the answer is yes. What Foster said, and this wounded lion is now blabbing here, blah, 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 blah. Look, what is the relevant questions that Afenyomakin is asking? Assuming he was asking Sam George, where he was born, the hometown he was born, was it Agumasi or Kolobo? What has that to do with the NIA that Sam George is going? What is the technical questions that Afenyo had ever asked any nominee that praise him. You understand me? I mean, I'm not against the hours of vetting anybody, but I'm against the irrelevant questions that all of them, the panel, all of them, irrelevant questions on.
Okay.
Irrelevant questions on. And I wonder this the chairman committee, the committee of the chairman.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he there when Joe Wise chaired the appointed committee? Was he here in Parliament then? I wonder. I beg if people can sound a message to him or to the leadership, they should play back some of the cities during the vetting of Joe Wise. They should play back those videos so that he see. I don't know. Now, when in school days, when somebody spoiled a chair or whatever in the school, they made the person pay. So those minority leaders, minority caucus members who spoil our Ghana property must made to pay. They must made to pay. I think so. If somebody can be in my view, they damage the state property. They are made to pay. They have to pay for it. So let's sound this to the oral team. Any member who is involved in damaging furniture, electronic system, mic, or whatsoever in the parliament must be billed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well. Thank you very much. You said the persons that were responsible for the distraction should be billed to pay. Anyway, let's take more calls here. 0247 900 764. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning. Walter.
Yes, sir.
Yo. And your photo. Jeremiah.
Which was on?
Yo. Aku ni ada cuma parliamentar. Siapa na? Nya tu dewan ni coach juga kau nyamuk Jeremiah. But siapa na masana nyuruh because afana mewapa micro minority to va control entity to va control ko. Tony. Va control. Monyore. Ala bo na ada boko ni dia bala ma. Ono question ni ko ba ma na ba question ni ko lo bo bia ha. O ba je to question na nkra. Aba no question bubu kwa bia mama ikaya mala ni amakwa ori nyamu ma ya so mo ri ta no wo mo ba me ko aje ba bubu lo yo ngo ya. Ala bo ngo na mari. Ijo ba ngo ma na ma du ko ma bi ko ga bubu de ko bo na bu. O ba ngo ma ba de ji o ka ba la parliamentar. Obongo na la kama bibina ni o maro ya no yiko maro no yi afa na ni ku ko do na je si ko mi o regara ma ju this time nyawo do
akwe foche benayomi. I think we'll take the last one then me ako your love Gama won't the fee. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from home.
Samuel from home. Talk to us.
Yeah. Please, I want to congratulate all our nominees that is elected for the region as well. And then also, Madam Egbena Foster, Nyake Hova Global. Yanovi, they are over Tamere for 2 days. So if you have any store the swap, ya uben over it, no whichever the swap na gbea. Ta numa question ma bi over le choma ani me kosu sure kele nyamamo. Denye be we gwana mo ogena mi over lo bi as evena de lekechi wa Africa na le jime ha. Ba bia de nyamare ya gwana mo ogena mi le regional. Alo le du come. And Sam George nini be pen go the message la. Neme blobe Vovona to onye because nyama bete bi antuma la cho bete na kola time ku waste o le ya me ku za band kula kola no ko chela time ku waste anya ya kemele mo ko bo ati anye be de kuku band ne mi place ya band be ga le last no ne mi fle ne e fe kale bi an ko chela be ga le last no ta yo abi alu no ba de mu ka wa ta wo tun waguna mi woni evala ya didi na mi aruwa o nuke na mi benya ve taxi to na va blessing jala sin nanya 15 cities 20 cities 30 cities day maka yi ne ma wan na mi fi ne nya prekere enya mo nya question ba gbolo bo abia o da sele nya vala question ma nya ta o bia o kaka 4 hours americana for platform abia nya 196 nuka ogbegbe nya ma ta me gbo nya ite gbo ko salary nya te fi nya ma america me ka so be vese ko so ko ne nya be unya no la superi ne to ba de so mu ko be gado me la jire no me fe ta be ya wa ole
All right.
ta o jumeka fe o no for the body no ko le ko ga sia apena mi nyole do me na for first time sia
You akwebe mi yomi. Thank you very much. First time. Father word.
Before I end,
Yes.
let's all understand this issue that the vetting is supposed to bring out the best in the person, the nominee. You ask relevant questions when it is agreed, and you see,
Not to intimidate the person.
no. When you realize that Apemima King will be making comments, sometimes he will not even be sure that the microphone is on, and you make comments like, "Oh, as for you, we don't have problem with you." That means there are some other nominees they have problem with. Are you getting me? That is not you are not on the appointment committee to settle scores with somebody. When you have an issue with somebody, you do it outside. When you are there on the appointment committee, you are working for Ghana. It is not your personal this thing. Somebody sent you there, so you do the bidding of the person, not your own personal scores you have with somebody to go and settle. And the fact is that the NPP must know that we Ghanaians know who President Akufo-Addo, who Dr. Bawumia, who the NPP people, we know them. This is not the time for them to come and probably showcase to the world that probably they have done something better. No. It was because of their abysmal performance. That was why the Ghanaian people voted them out. So this is not that time. They should wake up. They should know that probably they are in opposition. And if they continue on this tangent, that is my fear. And when the NDC people also want to bring in the same energy, I don't think it will help our democracy. So they have to change. Things has to change. And I believe strongly with what they've exhibited yesterday night, I am very, very sure today's vetting is going to take a different tangent. It is not going to be as how it was previously. I want to use the opportunity to say a good morning and a nice weekend to everybody listening to us. Consider penu nejejina mesiame. Mi kadeji be consider ke agava. Mi abete mi agava fufu. Adem gbelecho Ghana pengogbe yinu. Akpena mesiame.
Akpena Foster be na geremiaji. Akpena mi ape yasela oche be edoto mi he dem mi ape ejedodo me. Today is Friday. Mi akon refi Monday. David Jijo ano miagbo le Global Morning Show now, man. Thank you guys so much. Up next will be the Islamic Hour, and my name is Walter King. Thank you very much. And at 12 o'clock exactly, I think we'll be switching to the vetting committee to know what exactly is happening there. Maunyu Agbe and Co have been mentioned as the three names for final approval for this whole thing. And so we would be giving you some details about who exactly were chosen for this. Maybe at Jeremiah's program, he might give you some details on that. Thank you very much. My name is Walter King. Have a wonderful